Just in case y'all wondering, let me turn this thing down a little bit. Just in case y'all wondering, God is a good, good, good God. I'm trying to check out my hair. Anyway, love you guys. God is great. We moving in on this n.w.o closing out thing. It look crooked. I had the thing on my head anyway. And I'm just thankful to God. You know, he blessed me to have my health, strength, mind, spirit of the Holy Ghost. He's just a good God. n.w.o is coming to a close and they don't know what to do. Right now they're trying to see their power and anything in the book that they can try. I just look at the blessings of God, how that He was able to take this thing. I'm running over. I was trying to get this did under a minute, but yeah, I'm just looking at the blessing of God, how Donald Trump spoke about voting tampering, and then we found out that they kind of ridiculed what's his name, Willie Wilson, saying that he was trying to buy the votes, just being a philanthropist. Of just the man got a good kind heart, and then end up you'll turn around and do the same thing, basically purchasing people. And it's like with anything, if you work for a company, let's just say you work for the public library, and the public library is the next candidate coming in is threatening to cut the funds off of public libraries, and they can divert the money somewhere else. Those people that's in the public library will be influenced, to vote against that person. So it's the same thing with n.w.o. That these funds are being illustrated, and they're being given by different different positions and power people that want things pushed this way. That high power microwave device is doing a lot for the labs, for the pharmaceutical industry, the doctors. People running around here with headaches, losing their hair, eye twitching and all that good stuff because of the device that hit your organs and stuff like that. They're killing folks, and people run into the doctors. Saying the doctors giving you pills, pills, pills. So everybody getting paid. And then it's just impossible. I kind of froze up on the thing with the government, but it's kind of impossible for our current administration, and I believe the current administration before that, not Donald Trump, uh, to not have a part in this. They snatched the candy up out of the schools, saying they're concerned about, saying our children, but they're feeding us with these animals that's getting mass production. And the youth running around here, everybody want to drink these protein milkshakes, and saying I just happened to come out the gas station and at my feet I seen a box the lid saying something like steel or real steel or something like that. I thought I honestly thought that the youth was, saying, doing the Viagra. Um, but I just thank God that there ain't nothing wrong with my yang. And yeah, that probably was a little bit too personal there, but I just thank God that even through the stress and through the attacks of the high power microwave device, they blew my right ear out. But now the thing is being publicized. You got major news vendors now, NBC, CNN. They did reports on several different people now. That has, I guess, had the money to get the notice. A couple of former CI agents saying a female. I was trying to find the man that actually wound up, I think, with something like palsy or something. I might not be saying that correctly. But he had, the thing, I think, to do the Twitch, like Michael J. Fox had, and he actually sued. because he found out he was being attacked with that device. You know, people run around and try to play like they didn't think the device could exist. But man, we in the age of technology, whereas people, they got a thing that can jump your car off. Check this out, can sit up in your glove box for 6 months after being charged and still can jump off cars, up to 30 cars off of that same charge. And you telling me this little device about big as the old cell phone things was, converting batteries about the size of our newer cell phones, maybe a little bit bigger, but it's converting enough energy to jump off 30 cars, 30 vehicles. I say cars, but I'm comment, but yeah, 30 vehicles. I'm, I'm for saving the earth, and I mean, hey, to each his own. But I mean, I'm gonna leave that alone. To each his own. But yeah, and you telling me I mean, they was doing shock treatments for people. And I guess that's what saying they came up with the idea after Russia hit us with it. The U.S. military, that's when it first popped up on the scene that I know of. And then after that, we had a couple of incidents in right out of the Bronzeville area. I never can. What is that? The some part, whatever. Right over there by the, by the. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like the good area of the Bronzeville area, closer to the lake. And there's a bunch of malls and stuff right there. It's real nice in that area. I'm not gonna waste my time on trying to remember it because the clock's really ticking on this thing. But yeah, sorry for talking real fast, but I'm trying to keep this thing. I was trying to keep it at a minute. We at 7 right now. But yeah, so I mean, but yeah, we had an incident. It was on the news. It made the news. And people in there was complaining about that somebody. I mean, there was something happened early in the morning. It sounded like doors was being kicked in multiple units. I know that high power microwavable device has the power to move things. I've been dealing with these people for 12 years. They used to do this stuff, had me looking all up in my chair and my Kia, trying to figure out, what I'm saying, had they put something in the seat because the seat would vibrate or shake, and they over there just laughing, giggling their butt off. You see them driving, what I'm saying, just watching me. I undertook the seat apart, Jack, trying to find out. But we live, we learn. The Bible said, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work it patience. And when patience have her perfect work, I love that thing because I'm a lot stronger than I was. They tried to keep me bounded to an addiction. I mean, I would go into rehab. They shocked me up in there. So I guess telling me, man, you can't escape us. So I see there is no good to them. They harass you, follow around. I just got finished leaving a brother on the on social media, an encouraging thing because he had said something about suicide. He's a targeted individual, and it's a lot of people that have died and committed suicide, even been pushed to the point of snapping. And these dirty son of a guns will use it and say, "Oh, there was a loner." And they snap because on camera they can catch you like that. They just like you snapped out. People don't know that you've been dealing with them attacking you and doing this stuff, harassing you, messing, going to they going your house, all this stuff. But I have just watched God unfold this thing. Donald Trump was talking about voting tampering and n.w.o on a lot of people, even folks that got legal jobs at the post office, etc. You know what I'm saying? They still get a lot of them is still getting checked from n.w.o, and those folks have been adjusted to surviving that thing, and they'll do whatever vote whichever way they are being pushed to vote. And then, like I said, now we got NBC, we got CNN, and a bunch of other stations, major news outlets that's talking about these high power microwave devices. They call them the energy devices. Too many people being hit. It's not being. So I'm just looking at the way God is unfolding this thing. We got plenty of evidence of police officers. I don't want to say all. No, I don't call all police is crooked, because there's some good cops out here that are gonna be the ones that lock these son of a guns up. But it's being brought to a close. That and the way God did that thing, it's like He put, they was watching me, and other folks was doing other stuff, and other things was coming up. So now this thing is starting to come together, and like I said, I left that brother a very encouraging message, because I did not want him to commit suicide. I did not want him to feel like he was alone, and I know my strength in God. I am not ashamed of the gospel. I've done a whole lot of dirt in my life, and God just had me to air vent that thing out. And then I'm gonna tell you, He's so cold blooded, because a lot of stuff I vented out, some of the people received it, and folks will forget their dirt. And I ain't gonna say all the stuff I've done in my life had with reason. Some of the stuff didn't, but God is so awesome. There's a time for all things. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. There's a time for all things. And God is just so eloquent. If you just listen to Him, He will make that thing work for the good of us that loves Him. All things are working for the good of us. Be encouraged. I am Minister Adam Keith Linton, servant T.I., and love you guys.